2021 Optic football, 4-box, 1/3 of a case, number 5, 1, 2, 3 left, 4, 5, 6 right. It's a 5, we're going right. Last 4 will be used for break number 6, which is full and ready to go next as soon as we're done with this one. I wish Patty wasn't such a favorite with the sports books to win, because it just, I don't know. I think it's like minus 300, minus 290, something like that. I mean, that's just for my own selfish reasons, you know? I'll probably end up doing some sort of parlay with it, though. What are your locks for tomorrow? Yeah. Mason Jones. Beasley to 299 for the Bills. Autograph Felipe Franks hollow auto number to 125 for the Atlanta Falcons. Yeah, if you guys have never seen that documentary, The Wild and Wonderful Whites of West Virginia, you've got to watch it. It is pretty crazy. And then if you haven't seen it, COVID Steve or anyone else out there, on Soft White Underbelly, that one documentary, or the one interview YouTube channel where they interview all kinds of crazy people, and they have the Whitakers on there from West Virginia on there. But her name's Mammy, and she did an interview on there. Number to 199, Smith Jr. for the Vikings, orange. He has another Whitaker update. I think I saw that one, unless there was something real recent. I saw one like just a couple weeks ago, like 2 weeks ago, I think. 199, Kyle Pitts, orange. And it is painful, but either way, but she's on there. If you watch that Wild and Wonderful Whites of West Virginia documentary, the grandma, Mammy, she did an interview on there. Number 158 out of 299, Vera Tucker. Yeah, they got the new roof, and then the one brother now lives in a little trailer right next to him too. Yeah, I seen that one. I don't know if I talked about it in here, but not that I have to, but it's necessary. Fitzpatrick to 125. Metcalf to 179 blue. Gainwell hollow for the Eagles. Yeah, yeah. Dude, that is so crazy. So crazy. It's awesome that people are donating money and like helping them out. You know, like they ain't hurt nobody or messing with nobody or nothing. You know, I mean they're definitely messed up, but hey, they ain't hurting nobody or people are helping them out a little bit. You know, they're fixing up their stuff, even though it's still just the dirt, man, the grime. Ezekiel Elliott to 79 for the Cowboys, pink velocity. Trevor Lawrence, Jaguars. Landry to 35. And I bet you, unfortunately, they'd probably have a lot of people that from that documentary. Oh, imagine the stench. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's crazy. Oh. Because in that last episode too, he was talking to the one. I'm gonna call him the new brother, even though he's not new, but he's kind of new into the series. But he's like living there now or whatever, and he got his own like little trailer or whatever. Then he's saying he asked him something about like having his own trailer because like he's cleaner than the other ones or something like that, and like he's like, yeah, they're dirty over there or something. And then like even his is like pretty bad, but it's not too bad. But yeah, that house, oh my gosh, like imagine the people they have to come to do stuff like an actual roofer had to go there and put that roof on there, like a real roofer. Like, trash is just piled up. It's black. It's literally like black soot, like just everywhere. Oh my gosh, dude! Some of the I can tell some of the pants that Ray wears, like his pants are crunchy. They're crunchy. He's been wearing them for years. Are you the cleanest? Probably not. But what I was saying earlier is, unfortunately, they do probably have like a bunch of like people driving past and whatever. I know in the first episode with them, he mentioned something about like either he mentioned something or something in the comments or something about like people like coming in there and they say that the police, like the police and the locals like know about them and then like they kind of look out for them and stuff like that. So it's nice they got that going on for them, but definitely would probably has some new people trying to travel that road that never have before. Yeah. He appears to have the same pants. I didn't make that connection, but now I gotta go look for it. And like, how does Mark find these people? Like, honestly. Like, how does he honestly find these people? It's crazy. But he actually said in an interview, he did a interview that No Jumper podcast, and he said about like he literally just goes to these places and like starts talking to people and like asking people questions and like he can go up to anybody and just like it doesn't matter who you are, he'll just go up to you and like talk to you like a normal person. You know what I mean? Like, and he just finds people. Now, obviously, whenever he's in LA, it's just like people are just like coming to him, But whenever he's going to like West Virginia and Tennessee and stuff, it's like, how do you even find people? Yeah, no, I know he does that in LA. But I'm just saying, whenever he's like, in that one, it's like people want to go on the podcast on his YouTube now. Like tell their story or try to become famous or what have you now, so people are like hounding him. But like whenever, you know what I mean, like whenever he comes to East Coast, it's like it's crazy how he finds these people to interview. I don't know. It's definitely an awesome YouTube channel. Some of them though are getting a little like, I don't know. I wish he could get some more, you know. Inherently being on Skid Row, he's going to have a lot of, you know, Skid Row type residents on there, you know. But unfortunately, that does kind of, it's been, I don't know. I've been watching him for like a long time, but it's getting a little old on the same Skid Row type of people, you know. I like the new ones whenever he's like doing like mob bosses or what was the one I was watching the other day? Cooper Cup, number to 199, orange. That Scarface guy. All right, let's put that one there. Here. Jacobs to 299. Kadarius red, number to 99. Nico Collins, 13 out of 35, almost jersey for the Texans. Josh G. Yeah, well, it's crazy because I mean he is good, but like even in the interviews, he's just like he asks like the same generic questions all the time about stuff, and he just kind of lets the person talk about whatever they want to talk about. Jefferson Hollow. James White for the 7 spot, 107 out of 179. Kyler to 299. Number to 125, hollow autograph, Josh Palmer, Chargers. You also have to watch. I'd have to look at my. I'm sure if I search it, one from the channel would probably pop up, but I forget what the channel's called. But it's like world's. What's the word that they use? World's most dangerous jails or something like that, and some of them are crazy. There is the one that I forget where it's at, so there you go. Spoiler alert, I do not remember, or non-spoiler alert, I guess. Zach Wilson. They had on there that people could go into the jail and like live, like there would be like wives of the guys. Guys would go to jail, and then the wives would then go into the jail and just live with them in the jail. 62 out of 125, Ronald Jones. And like no guards were allowed in the jail. Well, the guards, not that they weren't allowed in the jail, but the guards didn't go in the jail because it was like there was too many of them, not enough of them. They don't have enough equipment, yada yada yada. So they never went in. They would just like stand by the gate, and then if people wanted in, you would let them in. And like some of the wives, there was one lady that, and then the lady was like, if my husband's in jail, so it's like, where am I gonna go? She's like, I have no family, blah 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 blah, all those sort of things. And she's like, I have nowhere else to go, so I'd rather if he's gonna be here, like I can just come in here and live with him while he's in jail. And it's like, what? 52 out of 99, Waller, red. And then this lady had a baby. There were babies in the jail, dude. I gotta find the video now. There were babies and little kids in the jail that lived in the jail. And, but this lady that they were like profiling, she, had like a newborn in the jail. Then everybody gets assigned. They have inside the jail is its own, there's like, its own police force in the jail, but it's the detainees or whatever, what have you, and they made their own like police in the jail. So they run it. They tell people where to go. And then you got to pay them to have that. If not, you have to like sleep outside. So they're like, this couple with a baby, they have this little tiny like nook that's like so dirty, but it's still better than sleeping like on the floor. And somehow, I don't even know how, but the lady makes like cupcakes, and she makes like I don't know, a couple dollars a day that like sustains them and a baby in jail. It was crazy. And then like every day people were like dropping off food for them and stuff. Like you could just like people's moms and aunts or sisters or what are just dropping off, wives or dropping off like food for people. And then like there were some guys in there that have like no food, so they're trying to like do stuff to get food. Obviously all kinds of like drugs are getting brought in. It was crazy. I have to pull it up. I was honestly crazy. I'd never seen that before. And it was like really bad. They were like legit babies in the jail because they had nowhere else to go because their dad's in jail. It was pretty bad. It's pretty sad. You've been to jail? I personally have never been to jail. I have been arrested before, but I was never actually in jail. Yeah, man, I'll be there. My telephone number, my cell phone number is on my website, man. Check it out. Let me know. I will be there roaming around. Hanging out, roaming around. But it was crazy. I'll have to find the video for you guys to watch because it was wild. Uh-oh. Like imagine being in jail and like living in jail with your idiot, and you're not even in jail. Like you're not even arrested. You're not even convicted. Catch and release? Yeah, catch and release. No, I was just teenager out past curfew, running around doing stupid stuff, you know. It was one of those got caught and then they called your parents. Like that's how, you know, that's how gangster it was. But I did run. I did run. And that guy was fast. I'm telling you that right now. Phillips Hollow, that dude was fast. Because I was a 16, 17-year-old kid. Played football, basketball, you know. Cisco, number to 79, Pink Velocity. I mean, I'm not saying I'm super fast. I'm definitely not super fast. But, you know, pretty athletic teenage kid. Ooh. Number to 99. I thought that was the Kellen Mond you were looking for. But there you go, Matty G. But, dude, he tracked me down. He was like DK Metcalf on that one interception. Dude tracked me down. Yeah. Yeah, I ran. J.J. Watt, number to 299. Boza to 125. Mac Jones for the 6. Mike Evans, hollow. Ooh, nice hit for the Brownies. 19 out of 25, Pandora Black. Will, there you go, man. Well, I wasn't even pulled over. What happened was, like I said, we were just teenage kids, out past curfew, um, hanging out, like camping out in the woods with some alcohol. You know how it goes. But we walked back into town. That's what hurt us. We walked back into town to Sheetz, the gas station, to get some food. And on the way back, we were like one street off the main road. And, ooh, oh, this one's crispy. Look at that. Mac Jones, rated rookie. This is going to be out of 179. 44, baby. Who got the 4? My man, Sackers. Let's go, Sackers. 44 out of 179. Mac Jones, rated rookie. Blue Prism. Let's go, Sackers. Oh, it's got a little scratch right there. Damn. Hey, that's all right. One of my cards that I got in on that last submission had a scratch bigger than that. Bigger than that. It was a Prism basketball card. Bigger than that, probably double that size, and it's still PSA 9. Oh, but no. So, no, we were on the like second road afterwards. Like, this is so stupid. Like, it's so bad, but it's funny. So I'll tell you. But it's like really bad on me. Like, it was like really stupid. But so obviously that's already bad. You know, like we're underage. We should be hiding ourselves more if we're underaged. You know, underage drinking over here, and then probably should hide. Maybe one person go get all the food or something. But no, we all went. We're all goofing off, hanging out. Caleb Farley to 299, and we're on like the second road, and then the cop pulls up, just turns down the road, and as soon as we see the cop, we just bolt. But it's going to get worse and worse on me. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. It's going to get worse and worse on me. Oh no. I'm sure my face was just like, oh no. All right, we're back in it. We're back in it. The story's getting big, man. We're knocking the phone down. It's going to get good, guys. It's going to get good, I'm telling you. 4 spot. So, fast forward a little bit. 121 out of 179, Chase Edmonds. There's a at that point in time, there's a Wyotech there, which is like a trade school for like auto body work and stuff with vehicles and cars and trucks and all that good stuff, mechanics. 116 out of 199, Frank Clark for the Chiefs. And I'm sure that probably scared a couple people. But they had students there, and they were like, it was like they were always like getting into trouble, and it was just a bunch of guys there. Like it was like it was like 95% male student population, and they were just young guys with nothing to do in town, and they were always doing stuff. So fast forward, he told me that he saw us, and then he was just driving past because he assumed it was just a bunch of Wyotech students like walking back to their apartment or whatever, and he was just going to drive past and just make sure. But either way, we saw the cops. So as soon as we saw it, he turned on his headlights. We were gone. Started running. He drives up. Everybody scatters. There's like, I don't know, maybe 5 of us. We all scatter. Everyone's going in a different direction. Somehow, some way, I get singled out. Why? I don't know. But I do. Probably because I was not familiar with the territory. Everybody else was. So I probably look like a chicken with my head cut off, trying to figure out where to go, where was left, where was right, that kind of deal, north, south. But he whips the truck, and we had some alcohol. He whips the truck right in front of me, or whips the car right in front of me. I actually end up, because it was like my reaction time was pretty off at that point in time. I run into the cop car, the back of the cop car. I literally run to the back of the cop car, and I like grunt. I'm like, ugh. And then I try to take off around these houses on the next road. Okay, so I run in, but he's got to get out of the car now and everything. But I take off behind these houses, He tracks me down. I'm telling you, literally tracked me down and just boom, perfect tackle. Perfect tackle. And that's the story how I got arrested. I got arrested, got taken back down to the station, had to call my parents. They came pick me up. I was in trouble. But you know what's crazy? The whole time he just had me out past curfew. So at no point in time did I get in trouble for underage drinking or anything. Like, he didn't even know. He didn't even say anything. I mean, maybe he knew, but he didn't even say anything. Yeah, I was a fugitive on the run, guys. Literally a fugitive on the run. And like, we even get back to the station and we're hanging out and we're watching poker on the TV. Like, we're both just sitting there watching poker, waiting for my parents to come. And that was a crazy call. He's like, you got to call your parents. And I called them. I'm like, hey, I'm at the police station. And they're like, oh my. And I was like, this is so bad. They come, they pick me up. And then we get home. And then, like, I'm getting scolded by my mom and my stepdad. And my stepdad's like, do I smell whiskey on your breath? And I was like, no. I was like, don't you think that if there was whiskey on my breath, the cop would have known? And he was like, yeah, you're probably right. Get out of here. Go to your bedroom. And I was grounded for a little bit. But somehow, some way, did not get in trouble for the drinking. So, in the end, it was definitely a successful mission. And it could have gone way worse. Yeah, that was like live PD. No, this guy was fast. No, honestly, like I said, I was like, I don't know. I think I was 16. 16 on America's Most Wanted. But it was so crazy. I'll never forget that whenever my stepdad, he's a mean dude too. He's just mean. He's just always mean and grumpy and nasty. And he was like, do I smell whiskey on your breath? I was like, I came up with that so fast. Like, it literally just, because I wasn't expecting it. Because, like, the whole time, Rieger to 179 blue, the whole time I did not think, like, no one said anything to me about it. So I was like, 299 Roundtree, and at this point, like, it's all gone. You know what I mean? Like, I'm already, the shock factor of everything going down is like, that's wiped clean out of my system, you know? Right blue to 179. And Jimmy Garoppolo, I missed a key piece of information. During this whole time, again, you know, a little intoxicated, I'm eating a bag of Hawaiian chips, which if you've never had kettle cooked Hawaiian flavored chips, Kadarius, I forget what brand it is, but those are delicious. I was eating those while running. Like, I was, like, because we just got back from Sheetz, and I'm eating the chips while we're walking. And literally this all happened so fast that, like, the chips are still in my hand. And, like, whenever I'm running behind the trees, I'm eating a handful of chips in my mouth. And he hits me and knocks the bag of chips out. Never got the bag of chips. R.I.P., you know. $2.99, Terry McLaurin. Yeah. Yeah, you know, I like to have some fun, you know. Jimmy Garoppolo, number to 99. In my younger days, you know. In my younger days. Number to 99, Powell for the Chiefs, blue auto. We had some fun. We got in trouble for sure. Surprised, honestly, I should have been in way more trouble than I was. Like, I mean, I got in trouble from time to time, no doubt about it, but I should have been in way more trouble. Probably most people, right? Alright, guys. See what we got here. Sleeping up these a little early here. We're still got a little bit left. Let's go. Last box in this break here. We got break number 6 coming right up. Is that a gold? No. Trimble to 125. Austin has a similar story to that, actually. But in his story, he actually gets in trouble. Come on. And is like on probation or something. I don't know if it was actual probation, but it was something. I forget what it was. He had to like check in with the court and like, yeah, he got in some trouble for pretty. It was like the same thing, literally the same thing actually. Davis Mills. Joe Burrow, 7 out of 50. Nice little purple action there. And Stokes to 199. Yep. We like to have fun. All right, my friends. Now you know all about my America's Most Wanted run. I don't think it's unsellable. I think you either note it or I would just send it in. I would grade it. It's probably going to come back. Like I said, I had one that has a bigger scratch, and it did come back a 9. Now, I don't know. To me, that probably is a fluke. I think that one, I mean, as long as everything else checks out, I would say probably got a pretty good chance of hitting the 9. If it hits an 8, it kind of stinks, but at least then you know. And then, because a lot of times what happens, I find, is like whenever you're trying to sell it and it does have a blemish, like you're taking off more than I feel like what is really necessary once, like if you do grade it and it's still, if it's just a bump below, you know it's not a 10 already, and it's just going to be if it somehow lands on that 9, and now you don't even have to disclose that there's a scratch on there, and you know, people turn their head to it. I don't know. You know what I mean? Definitely not unsellable though. I mean, at the very least, like I said, if you don't want to grade it, you can just say, hey, got a scratch on there. And then it probably ends up selling for, you know, I don't know, some sort of percentage off of what it would be at a PSA 9. You get what I'm trying to say. I don't know. I'm trying to give you some advice, but I don't know. That's probably what I would do, is hope that it comes back a 9. If it's an 8, I'd probably crack it and then just, well, I actually wouldn't. If it's an 8, I'd definitely leave it and just, now you don't even got to disclose, you know. Just, that's what made it an 8. So, Ricky? Yeah, there was one, like I said, I just got back that it has a big old gash in it. And I thought for sure it was going to get like a 7 and somehow landed a 9. So, miracles do happen, man. Miracles do happen. There you go, Mac Jones. Still a monster hit, regardless, even if you got a note that it's on there. I mean, people know, unfortunately, with a lot of these modern cards, it's somehow, some way, we got scratches and off-centering and, you know, all that kind of stuff. So. Nothing new. All right, that was break number 5.